Bentley Turbo RT, which is a special edition Bentley. Gentleman's bought it in to have all kinds of things doing. Got birds marks on the boot. Paintwork looks a little bit in need of some work. We're going to buff it. Wheels are in good condition. This car is about 3 tonne. Very, very fast car though. I believe it does 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. Got a few scratches on the corners of the bumpers there. But generally not bad condition on the outside. That's often the case. You know, the car like this character, this ilk, will be waxed on a regular basis. But obviously maybe the customer may have cleaned or conditioned the leather, but it's the leather that lets it down. Obviously we'll do the outside and make that look a lovely, gorgeous, spanking car. But oh, the leather's not too bad. There's a couple of little marks on it. This looks all a bit grubby, and it's a little bit worn as well, but a bit of a nick here where somebody's fingernails has probably been in and marked it, and it's just generally looking a little bit tired. Not bad at all. The usual cracks and that in the driver's seat, they're not bad at all. It's just worn there, but it's nice and plump. There's plenty of spring in there, and you know, it's done about 60,000 from new, so it's not done a lot of miles. But you've got to bear in mind that the sun's beating down. If you can see the sun on that seat there during the summer months, if we get plenty of sun, that is. And then of course in the winter people are getting in and out of the car with wet clothes, and of course that sinks into the leather, and then we're baking it again, and you know, over the years the leather does show signs of age. Got a little bit of wear on the piping there, but I mean the leather makes it on these kind of cars. If the leather looks gorgeous, you know, really all the little lights in the trim and that just light up the leather, look fantastic. The backs are not too bad, but again you'll see a massive difference when they're done. And look at that for luxury. Look at that carpet, it's absolutely gorgeous. Just want to take my shoes off and get in it. Lovely, but wait till you see it when we've done it. Right, so start by giving it a really good clean. Got to clean in all the details, right in those little gaps, right in there with a professional leather cleaning product that we all like to use. It's remarkable how much better it comes up, but you can still see then the age here, these areas here, which are obviously going to be re-connollised. And this is part of the secret of doing a really good job, is getting right in all those gaps and doing all in those stitching. And Darrel will be using an airline with a little jet that gets out any tiny little particles of grit and dirt that get in these kind of gaps, you know, just in these sort of places, and in the gaps between the stitching on the seats, and also right down in those little pocket places and that sort of thing. The passenger seat has now been cleaned. You can see the grain there. It'll have to all be prepared, ready for the new coating. The driver's seat still hasn't been done yet. All in good time.
So what Darrel's actually done is on this particular seat it has blue piping around the seams. He's actually masked it up, sort of preparation really. Now what you can see he's doing is he's actually recolouring the seat. He's using some sort of sponge. Right, with the colour, he's actually putting on. You actually have 3 coats of colour. The first two ones go on with the sponge that you can see Darrel's doing now. It just makes it get into every sort of crack, every little nook and cranny. Right, so the two front seats have now been had 2 coats of colour applied with a sponge. The next stage now is to was the final coats with a spray gun. These are the 2 slight scratches Darrel's seen. He's filled them. So what he has to do now is just wait for it to dry. If you see in there, wait for them to dry, and then sand them down and recolour, and then it'll be all ready. It's all ready now to be sprayed. It's all masked up nicely. He's got all the masking tape up here. He's just doing the other seat, I think, at the moment. So now Darrel's on the spraying. Obviously he's trying to do it, obviously it's got to be fine and even. Just taking his time on the up bit first. He's actually going to apply 3 of these coats on. As you can see, it's like a bit shiny at the moment because it's wet. It only takes about 4 or 5 minutes to dry. So as soon as that's dried, Darrel can apply the second coat. As you can see, the masking is quite vital when you're spraying, because you really don't want it anywhere else apart from, even if you look at the metal bits on there, they're all masked up nicely all along these pipings, all the way down underneath the chair as well. Just sanding down those 2 cracks that you filled earlier on. They're dry enough to sand down now. Once he's sanded them smoothly, he can recolour it and then get on spraying with the next seat. Right, Darrel's working on the rear seats now. He's actually taken the bases of the rear seats out, just makes it so much more easier to work on. In case any of you are wondering how long it lasts for, it lasts for a number of years, just as like you bought the leather like new. Right, obviously it's not only the seats that get worn, the piping's going to get worn as well. So what Darrel's doing now is he's going around the piping with a very steady hand, actually recolouring that also. Right, so Darrel's had the seats out. He's done all the work now on them. They've dried, so he's had to put them back in very carefully so he didn't mark them.
Okay, it's the final result. Car is all finished, ready to go. It's a fantastic job on the leather. It's come up really well. See how the whole front and rear seats have been recoloured. The good thing about it, there's natural creases there as well, which ideally you need in a car like this. These are the front 2 seats. The front seat was the only one with slight wear on it, really. It just generally makes the whole interior look that much better when it's connollised. Reference to the outside. Paintwork has had a sealant put on it, only a year sealant, because I believe the chap who's going to be trying to sell the car. We've also done a 2-stage machine polish on the outside, a clear cut B2K service, just to get it nice and glossy. Oh yeah, all in all, a nice result.